For all that, however, is this week's War on News. Brothers and sisters, ACT never failed to surprise with their shit-trolling masquerading as social policy. The Treaty Principles referendum was civil war baiting. Their desire to turn security guards into private militias was gasp-inducing. And now they are promising to arrest children by weaponising leave the classroom powers for teachers. By targeting disruptive children, ACT want to create new powers allowing teachers to forcibly remove disruptive students, with any resisting student excluded and handed over to the cops. Arresting children is just so perfectly on brand for ACT. We don't have a youth problem in New Zealand, we have an adult problem. We hate young people in this country. We never forgive them for their transgressions. Manhandling kids out of a classroom for disruption and handing them over to the cops isn't a solution. It is a problem looking to create more problems. It's not corporal punishment, but it's certainly general punishment. Why beat up on kids at school? Haven't ACT done enough damage with their shitty lunches? And what teacher is going to relish a chance to physically resist children? A hardcore Christian teacher, that's who. One who wants to bash the Satan out of a little child. You know the teacher. I don't think allowing ACT Party voting Christian teachers who believe in spare the crowbar, spoil the child should be allowed anywhere near our kids. You give kids a second, third, fourth and fifth chance because they're your kids. Isolating them and quarantining them and casting them out writes those kids off. What schools need are more counsellors and wraparound services and a teacher's aide in each classroom. I'm not saying disruptions are good, and we should absolutely minimise their impact on the collective learning of the kids. We all agree 100% with that. But this alpha bullshit routine to give teachers the powers to grab kids is so backwards. These kids don't need to be fined, excluded, manhandled or punished. They need care and empathy and understanding and help and support and encouragement. Paul Henry proclaimed, "There are little shits in our classroom." Sure, but there are bigger pricks in politics. Talking of weak reactionary assholes, Prime Minister Chris Luxon admits that Winston is racist for his rant at Green MP Lawrence Xu-Nan, but gutlessly keeps him on anyway and won't tell us what he told Winston. After butching up and denouncing Stuart Nash in the hope Luxon could look tough to the electorate, Luxon's new Stuart Nash strength has melted into the usual Winston weakness. If the Prime Minister admits what his foreign minister has said is racist, why is he keeping him on? Just consider what Winston has done here. Our foreign minister has started a diplomatic fight with our largest trading partner to justify his racist rant at a Green MP. Is National really saying that racism is more acceptable than sexism? Is that the defence? Luxon is so compromised and spineless at this point, his position is fetal. He can't sack Winston because it would mean the end of his lame duck government. How are they supposed to work together after the election? This isn't a government in waiting. It's a government waiting to be put out of its misery. Short of burning a cross on Luxon's front lawn, what does Winston have to do to get sacked? And finally, comrades, just when you didn't think it could get any crazier, Winston announced his cash bonuses for pure blood ethno-baby policy, which seems a tad eugenics, doesn't it? The cash bonuses are only for pure blood citizens, not the bastard offspring of permanent residents he intends to strip voting rights from. Cash for Eugenics is a bold and brave new policy that hasn't been seen since, help me out with this one folks, 1930s, 1940s. Sure, so if a pure blood has a baby with a permanent resident, the baby gets the cash bonus. But if the relationship ends and she has a baby with another permanent resident, no cash bonus. Could you imagine what would happen if the Māori Party called for a cash bonus only for Māori babies? Could you imagine how crazy Mike Hosking would go hearing that? So how come New Zealand First ethno-baby cash bonus isn't drawing the same heat? This isn't about helping working mums and dads cover the cost of raising kids. This is about producing more of the right kind of babies. Yeah, Nah, we need ACT out of our schools and Winston out of our wombs.